Hi everybody, so part 2 of our letter writing, where we're based our letter on Jeff in There's a Boy in the Girls' Bathroom. So just to remind you, yesterday we wrote the first half of our letter and we are in role, we are pretending to be Jeff and we are replying to his friend Frankie who sent him a letter and he's asked him a few questions. So, hey Jeff, how's it going? What's your new school like? Have you made any friends? And also we kind of replied to his last part where he said, write back please, I want to hear all about your new school. So we wrote the first couple of sections yesterday, the first couple of paragraphs, and I finished with the line, who does that, freak? Because Bradley was talking about, Jeff, beg your pardon, was talking about Bradley threatening him on his first day. So I'm just going to add a little bit more because I had one more point to add to this section. And that was about Bradley saying, let's go in the girls' bathroom all the time, which is a bit of an odd thing to do. So I'm going to carry on from that sentence. So we know he's talking about Bradley, so I don't need to say Bradley. So he keeps saying we should go into the girls. Now I've got an apostrophe there because the toilet belongs to all of the girls, so it's the possessive apostrophe, into the girls. He keeps saying we should go into the girls' bathroom. What a weirdo. No way. So he's adding this detail about Bradley. He's a really strange character. He keeps saying we should go into the girls' bathroom. What a weirdo. No way. Right, now I'm going to continue to think about these last couple of sections. So here, Frankie asks him, have you made any friends? And the notes that I've got on my plan here say, well, only Bradley really, if you could call him a friend, because he's been very strange. And also I'm going to mention the bunch of girls that keep harassing him. Colleen, Laurie and Melinda, who keep coming around and giggling. So we're going to mention a little bit of that. So he might just start by saying, now I guess my only friend, now I've put friend in these kind of inverted commas, as in like, friend, is he really my friend? I don't know, so he's saying it like that. I guess my only friend is Bradley. I guess my only friend is Bradley. I guess my only friend is Bradley, but I don't know. There's this bunch of girls that keep coming around. I'm going to mention them now. There's this bunch of girls. I'm going to use a comma to add a little bit of parentheses, add some extra information here. There's these 3 girls that keep coming around. Colleen, Melinda, and Laurie. And then another comma to end my little bit. So that there is some extra information that I've dropped into the sentence. There's this bunch of, I don't know, there's this bunch of girls, Colleen, Melinda and Laurie, that keep coming around giggling. I'm going to use a comma there. They keep coming around giggling. Yuck. Bradley tells them to get lost. Because he did, didn't he? Bradley sort of said, get lost or I'll punch your face in. So actually Bradley in that instance has been quite nice to Jeff. So I guess my only friend is Bradley, but I don't know. There's this bunch of girls, Colleen, Melinda and Laurie, that keep coming around giggling. Yuck. Bradley tells them to get lost. And then he might add on here, because he's, he's a 12-year-old boy. I hate them. He's really emphasising the fact that he does not like these girls. And again, because we're writing in role as a child, we can kind of play around with what we would normally do in a piece of writing. Normally we would never write in block capitals like that, but because we're writing as a child, one child writing to another child, we can be a bit more conversational. We can use slang. We can kind of change the way we use punctuation. So now I'm going to think about this very last sentence. Right back, please. I want to hear all about your new friends. So he might finish by saying, you know, I'm really missing basketball with you guys because Frankie mentioned the basketball in his letter, didn't he? I'm really missing basketball with you guys. I need to find a new crew. And I've added here at the bottom of my letter, I might be back in the summer for my aunt's wedding. We'll have to meet up. So you would mention that, wouldn't you, if you were writing to your friend? Oh, by the way, I should be coming back in the summer. Hopefully we can see each other. So I'm going to add that on at the end. So I've missed a word up there, haven't I? Good thing I was checking. I'm going to add it in there. I'm really missing basketball with you guys. I need to find a new crew. Hopefully, I'll be back in the summer for my aunt's wedding. You might put something like, we can have a game then. We can have a game then. See ya, Jeff. So, the second half of my letter, where we're talking about his friends he's made and any other bits and pieces that he might mention. So we're carrying on from where we left yesterday, talking about Bradley threatening to spit on him. Who does that, freak? He keeps saying we should go into the girls' bathroom. What a weirdo. No way. I guess my only friend is Bradley, but I don't know. There's this bunch of girls, Colleen, Melinda and Laurie, that keep coming around giggling. Yuck. Bradley tells them to get lost. I hate them. I'm really missing basketball with you guys. I need to find a new crew. Hopefully I'll be back in the summer for my aunt's wedding. We can have a game then. See ya, Jeff. So again, I've continued that conversational style that we talked about yesterday and how I'm making it obvious and clear to the reader that this is a letter written by a child. I'm not a 12-year-old boy. I used to be many years ago, but I'm not anymore. But I want the reader to read this and think that the person who wrote it is a 12-year-old boy. I want them to understand who wrote the letter. And in this case, we're Jeff, and we want the reader to see that. So I want you to really, really concentrate on the vocabulary you use, the style of language you use. You might use some short sentences. You might put little things in brackets like I've done. You might use block capital letters to really emphasize something. You might use punctuation differently. So have a little think about that today while you're writing your second half of the letter. So there is mine, and again you can pause the video now and that will stay on the screen and you can be having a look at that and you can use that for the ending of your letter.